went to Paris, looking for answers to questions bothered him so. I'm Ben Brown with MoreThanGuitar.com, and in this lesson video, how to play He Went to Paris by Jimmy Buffett. Let's start with the chords. The song starts on an A, and it's in the key of A. Funny how that happens, isn't it? There's a lot of different ways you can finger A, but the main thing is you've got to have the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string playing on the 2nd fret. Open A, open E if you can manage it. If you're playing with these 3 fingers, it works quite nicely. You can do the same thing with these, although I advise you not to on this song. Probably the best way to play it for He Went to Paris is with these 3 fingers, or with your 1 finger and mute the E. Now I show you this because we're going to play a lot of A sus4s. That sounds complicated, but it's not. If you're playing with your 3 fingers, you're going to use your pinky to occasionally press down on the 2nd string, make it the 3rd fret. That gives us a nice little tension release feel in the song. I'm using my pinky to hammer on, but that's kind of difficult if you're just starting out. So just put it down and strum it, it'll sound fine. Next chord's a D. You're going to put your 1st finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret, middle finger, 1st string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger goes in between them on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Play 4 strings, starting with a low D. Next chord's an E. 1st finger goes on the 3rd string, 1st fret, middle finger gets the 5th string, 2nd fret, ring finger plays the 4th string, 2nd fret, and you're going to play all 6. That's all the chords until we get to the interlude. The interlude has 2 bar chords. Bar chords aren't the easiest things to play on an acoustic guitar, but let me show you an exercise that'll make them easier. Take your 1st finger, and on the 9th fret, that's the last dot before you get to the double dot, or you can just count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and place it all the way across and try to make all the strings ring. If you have a dead string, first look at where your knuckle joints are. It makes it really hard to push down a string with your knuckle joint. So make sure that that little indentation is not over a string. Try it again. Don't use your fist to try to grip like a baseball bat, because that'll curve your finger. But rather, think of pushing your 1st finger towards your thumb. Notice I have my thumb directly opposite my 1st finger on the back of the neck. Much easier to push all the strings down up here in the middle of the neck than it is toward the end. So you're going to be gradually moving up until you can play the 2nd string with all the notes ringing. Once you can do that, you're going to let your middle finger hang, put your ring finger on the 5th string, 4th fret, your pinky on the 4th string, 4th fret, and then play all 6. The other chord is a B chord, and since you go to that from the F sharp minor, all we're going to do is move these 2 fingers over. We're actually going to play a B7. Your middle finger hangs again. Your ring finger is going to be on the 4th string, 4th fret. Your pinky goes on the 2nd string, 4th fret, and you're going to play 5 strings. In fact, I use the tip to kind of slide my 1st finger down, so I'm using the tip of it to mute the E in case I accidentally hit it. In some parts of the song, we're going to want to play an E sus4 as well. Start off with your E chord, and you can either put your pinky down on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, just like we were doing for the A chord to play the sus4, or if you're more comfortable with that, you can slide your 1st finger up and kind of swinch it behind, depending on how your hand's constructed. Either way, it's the same note. What you're doing is you're raising this one, you're raising the 3rd of the chord up to the 4 of the chord, sus4. Now the strumming pattern. One of the main things to remember about this song is, although it's a slow song, don't take it too slow. Your strumming wants to be almost a medium tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. That gives the song a better flow. So there's your steady beat. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Now I want you to think dramatic. This is telling the story of a man's life. So you're going to go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 we're doing is leaving out some of the strums. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. During the play along, you'll hear me vary that a little bit, and that's what you should do. I'd start with that and then change it as it feels right. Don't forget to check below the video for a link to the chord chart, a play-along video, as well as other songs you might like to learn. Below that, there's a big gray box. If you didn't understand something, it's probably my fault. Please ask questions. I'm Ben Brown with MoreThanGuitar.com, and this has been How to Play He Went to Paris by Jimmy Buffett. Thank you for watching.